Here again, Chef Viviane. This episode, I'm going to show you something very easy that you can use in your house for garnishing your dessert. So easy as this. I'm using today frozen strawberries. You can use any fruit of your choice. So I'm going to start by warming up my pan. You can also use a saucepan, or you can use a saute pan, whatever that you use. So I'm going to put a bit, and you can also make according to your demand. So I'm using here at least 300 to 400 grams of strawberry. You can make it bigger or smaller. It's all your choice. I'll be right back. So I have here about 400 grams. It's not even needed to weigh it or whatever. You can just check it with your eyes. It's not a precise or exact measurement for this kind of recipe. So let me just show you the step straight ahead. So I will start by dissolving or cooking, bringing the strawberry to cook. Of course, you know, in the winter, we don't have strawberry. Strawberry is a seasonal fruit, just like most of the other summer fruits. So freezing and buying frozen fruit is one of those opportunities we have where in the season of the summer to continue to, have all those vitamins or those textbooks that we always have in the summer to keep eating it. So that is why frozen food is one of those easy things that we can just go to the shop, go to the freezer, pick one of our choice, and we can make so many desserts with it. But most of the time, we use here only seasonal fruit in our restaurant because seasonal fruits are full of nutrients, and they are also cheaper because, frozen food, they are also good. They are full of nutrients, but they are also sometimes not so cheap as when a fruit is in season. But anyway, we cannot complain when we have the opportunity of eating strawberry in the heart or in the deep of the winter. So it's so easy. Just allow it to melt or to cook in a slow heat or a medium heat, let me put it that way, until the strawberries are fully dissolved. I love the set. It's so tasty, and I think everyone also loves the set. We all have that sweet bug, and the set is so delicious. So when I'm stirring it, it's just to allow it to dissolve slowly. Otherwise, it will start like sticking or start like burning. So I'm just helping the strawberry to dissolve faster. They smell so good. And I know this strawberry was picked in the heart of the summer, and were frozen immediately because you can smell the aroma of the strawberry that is really good. It's very good, high quality strawberries. Welcome everyone once again. Hello, and thank you for tuning on and for watching our live streaming. My name is Chef Viviane. I love cooking. Cooking is my job, my hobby, and a dream come true. And I hope to learn you, one of all of you out there, to show you what I do here in my kitchen. And in our kitchen, of course, we give you food that are made from scratch. We love making homemade food, homemade bread, homemade dessert, homemade happies, homemade cookies, homemade appetizer. So stay tuned and keep watching us. So you see that the strawberries are beginning to dissolve and creating a kind of sauce base. So that is what stirring helps to do. Because if you allow it to melt, it takes longer time. But when you stir it, you see that it's dissolving into the sauce very easily and creating that sauce, a kind of sauce base. That is why I keep stirring. So now, I'm just going to add a bit of sugar to give a tint of sweetening to the sauce. I don't want to sweeten it too much because I want to create a contrast in the dessert between sweet and a bit less sweetened. So I will add just 2 spoons or 2.5 spoons of crystal sugar to the strawberry. You see, the strawberry is almost dissolving, but it's still hard because I'm going to pass it through a sieve, a fine sieve. So it is important that the strawberry is tender, is softened and is tender. Otherwise, it will be hard to pass through the sieve. You see, it's still a bit frozen. So I have to keep stirring and cooking it till it's totally dissolved. And I'm adding the sugar at this point to the strawberry so that the sugar will have opportunity to dissolve in the strawberry. So I keep just stirring. It is not, you can just allow the strawberry also to at this point, it is not needed anymore to stir. But I am just stirring it because I don't have anything else doing. But you can just put your strawberry, just allow the heat, reduce the heat, I mean, to the medium or lowest, so that the strawberry now will dissolve itself. You see, it's keep dissolving now itself. So I will show you 2 things what you can do with this strawberry. Yes, we are almost there. So you will know that the strawberry is ready when you use when you use this kitchen stick here, or how do you call it, to press on the strawberry, and you see that the strawberry is, you can use it to dissolve the strawberry like this. Then the strawberry is ready, just like this. You see, it is tender now. The strawberries are tender. And now I'm going to take it off the heat and show you the next process, how to use or to make something out of this strawberry. I'm just going to put my stove aside. So now I have a bowl. And now I'm going to sieve the strawberry. So I have two methods I want to show. So first of all, I'm just going to sieve the strawberry without pressing the strawberry, because I want just a kind of clear strawberry substance. So here you see the rest of the strawberry. I'm still going to use it, but I'm using this for another purpose or another technique. So I lay the strawberry here because I'm still going to use it. So you see the strawberry sauce is like, you see, very clear, a kind of clear. We can call it consommé kind of substance. So and now in this substance, I'm going to add some gelatin to it. I have here gelatin that has been weakened in cold water. So you just melt the gelatin in the I'm going to measure it to be sure. That is where it is only at this point that the measurement come in place. So I'm going to measure it, because in the set, you have to be always accurate. So yes, I have here 200 milliliter almost. So I'm going to add a bit. So I have here about 200 milliliter, is 2 deciliter of the strawberry sauce. But because at this point it's not puree, because we still need to make a puree out of the rest. So now I added 4 grams of gelatin. That is 2 grams of gelatin to a deciliter of the strawberry sauce. Then I have to remove the foam. You can also allow it to cool down entirely before doing the next process. But you can also fasten the process by removing the foam on top, because you want to make a very clear or a very clear, let me put it that way, sauce, transparent sauce. Let me put it that way. Yeah, that is the right word. You want to make a transparent sauce. So you see that it is now transparent. So when you remove the foam from the strawberry, you have this transparent sauce. So in this transparent sauce, we are going to fill this silicone mat to give us that shape you saw there on the thumbnail. So that is how we can achieve that beautiful thumbnail that you saw before you click on this video. So make sure that the foam, that you don't have excess foam there, because it will not be so clear when you fill the silicone. So now I'm just going to fill the silicone with this. You just have to be careful, because since it's warm, it's sometimes difficult, but you feel it. So that is how you create that delicious, easy garnish for your dessert. You can, it's a little bit messy, but you can clean it up later with just a cooking pepper. So helping just to remove it, you can use your kitchen roll to remove it, but doesn't really mean anything bad. So we have different method also. There's also a method that you can also use the puree, just the puree to make it. If you want that that garnish is more darker, of course, you can also just use the puree. Doesn't really matter. But this, I'm just making like a very transparent red currant garnish. So that is why I use the method that I just showed. So if you like, but it doesn't really matter if you just allow it, you can remove the garnish without any issue. So this garnish, you see, there is no why you should remove the foam, is because of this. So if there is any air bubble, you can use your spoon or or a fork or whatever to dissolve the bubbles, because these bubbles, you cannot remove it anymore when the gelatin is activated. Then it becomes hardened, and you see that bubbles there. So the bubbles is now gone. Just by using your spoon, you can use a small spoon, or you can even use a toothpick for this, just to remove the air bubbles. You see, there's still one stubborn air bubbles here, okay? Remove it. So, you see, you can also see one here. Yes. Let's see a difficult one, air bubbles. So you should remove the air bubbles. Toothpick is very good for this type of, what do you call it? So you should not dip it too much, otherwise it can also create more air bubbles also. Maybe I have here, yes, toothpick are very, yes, okay, you see, toothpick is very good for this kind of job. So it's just to remove the air bubble. Okay, now I have still two here. It's because it's very warm. That is why you see that the air bubbles is created. Okay. Let me turn it. I think it's okay. It's not entirely, but make sure, because for the end result, it's because of that, yes. Now it's okay. Maybe I have still one here. Okay. Now I have shown you how to make this beautiful garnish. But this beautiful garnish, we have to go into the fridge to allow the gelatin to activate. That is to say, the gelatin will be hardened, this liquid will become hard, and you can unform or you can remove this with that design you saw on the thumbnail there. To create that design, this form, we have this filling, we have that shape of that design, and you can use it in different dessert to garnish it by laying it on top of the dessert, or putting it beside the dessert, or laying it on the plate of the dessert. You can do so much with just using this simple, easy recipe that I just showed you. So I'm going to put this in the fridge, and then I will show you the next. So, as I told you before, you see that is the rest that I told you that I'm still going to use. So this, I'm just going to press it through the fine sieve to remove it, to remove all the rest of the strawberry. Then you see that this is cloudy, you see. It is a bit cloudy. So I have to press all the strawberry to go through that sieve. You see, you can do so much, a lot of things using just one ingredient. Maybe you can check out my video about using one vegetable or fruit to create a lot of recipe. I have a playlist where you can see how I use one vegetable to create a lot of recipes. So you press it through. You can also mix it with a mixer, but I find it easier just to press it, and sometimes you don't need all this in the puree sauce, you know, it gives it more darker color. So find it just that the color is very beautiful when you use a sieve to make the puree. I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to clean my table a bit. So you see, the dish is thick. So let me show you. Now this is the rest from the other that I use for the garnish in the silicone there mat. So I'm going to add this to this. And remember, there is gelatin in a bit of this sauce. So the gelatin will help to thicken the sauce, but not so thick as the other, as the garnish. Okay, now I've added the gelatin to the rest of the sauce. Just shake it. Then I shake it. The sauce is then ready. This sauce, you keep it in the fridge and you allow it to cool down completely. And when it cool down, it will not be so hard as the garnish, but it will be a bit thicker than what you have now. And then you can use this for dessert. For instance, for just drawing a line or decorating your dessert. I can show you a bit. For instance, what you can do using this when it's a bit thicker. Now it's a little bit watery, but because of the gelatin in this sauce, later it will be a little bit more thicker than what you have now. So I can just use it, for instance, to make a design.